In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a new map in ArcGIS Online using data that is not part of the standard set of base maps and other data set located in the cloud. In fact, we're going to use a data set that I myself put in the cloud. At some point, you'll learn how to take data sets that are on your desktop or obtained from other sources and put them in the cloud for you or others to use. For now, we're just going to use this one data layer which I have pre-processed and put in the cloud for you to use. To start off this process of creating a map, we'll visit the site called arcgis.com, arcgis.com, and it'll give us our normal entry screen to this program. Don't need to sign in right now. In fact, all we need to do to get started creating a map is to click on the button called Map, and this opens up a workspace which has all the components of this workspace already in very different locations. The software is running somewhere in California. It has ESRI headquarters. The base map here is being served from I have no idea where, and me myself, I'm in my office. So this is an example of web mapping, things all brought together in the web environment. What we need to do in order to start making changes to this map is click on the Modify Map button, which is in the upper left, upper right, Modify Map, and that gives us a new button in the upper left called Add, and under Add we can search for a layer using a search tool, looking for data sets, those provided by any other user, including me, provided by the company, provided by government agencies, or any other way that a data layer has gotten to the cloud. We can actually, if we know a specific web server that we would like to look at, perhaps at the United States Geologic Survey or some other known location, some other small cloud in the big cloud, we can do that. We can actually load a file into this map that exists on my home computer, the computer I'm working on. What we're going to do is we're going to ask for layers, search, and I'm going to ask you just to, for a moment, just to consider this, Gates Chili High School. So I'm going to do a search on Gates Chili High School and discover that searching among hundreds of thousands, if not millions of layers of data that are floating around out there, probably many millions altogether, there is one called Gates Chili High School, which I prepared, put into the cloud for you to be able to access, and you are able to add it and say done adding layers, and presto, we have a new map product, a map that's never been created before, which shows the property boundary for Gates Chili High School on top of a general purpose base map. And that's all that needs to be done to create a map. There are several things that perhaps you're beginning to think of. One is, do you always have to do this general search to find a map that you want? Answer is no. Do you have to know the name of the map product? No, not exactly. Is it possible to save this map, to share this map? Yes, all of these things are possible, and they're things that we're going to learn as the course progresses. The reason that the search for this, you had to know the name and had to do a search, is that you're not a member yet of any organization which would provide you a collection of files that belong to that organization to choose from. So for now, you're just floating around in the huge universe of the cloud, but you're still able to produce this map. One last thing I'd like to show you just quickly is that it is possible to change the symbology of this particular map. making the layer we just added partially transparent. It's possible to add a boundary to make it a border only, a hollow type. But those are items for another lesson as well. So this is the basic process of creating a map in ArcGIS Online.